Cancer, welcome to Fifth House Divination. Today's reading is going to be Tarot for Two. So this is a tarot reading about a situation, but it's from two different people's perspective. So the situation could be the relationship itself between the two of you, or this could be just a situation that you're both involved in. But we're going to have a look to see how each person sees the situation, what's motivating them, you know, what's kind of underneath why they're doing what they're doing, their reaction to the situation, where their mind's at, what they're planning on actually doing, and we'll have a look to see what or how they see the other person in this situation as well. So it's a general reading, guys, so please do just take this as it resonates in your situation, and obviously take whichever pile of cards, which line of cards most resonates with you for you. Okay, so Cancer, I'm just going to pop that out of the way over here. So let's start off then with, so how you guys both see the situation. We've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. Your reaction is the King of Cups versus the Six of Pentacles. What you're thinking about in the situation is the Six of Pentacles versus the Ten of Cups. Or what you're projecting, or how you're seeing the other person in this situation. We've got the Two of Swords and we've got the Tower. Something maybe about perspective here. The action that you're planning to take is the Seven of Swords versus the Seven of Pentacles. I will get some clarifiers for those. I just noticed that you can't really see them very well. Let's move those over there. So I'll get some clarifiers for the action cards down here. The underlying energy, so what's motivating you, what's kind of underneath everything, is the Ten of Wands versus the Hanged Man. Okay. It's definitely something about perspective here, guys. How you see things. Okay. So, I'm going to go to this pile first and then I'll do these ones in a minute. I'm sorry, let's have a look. Okay, so this person then, on the left hand side, we've got the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man talks about a pause, withdrawing from kind of external events, not taking action, because there is trying to sort of see something from a different angle, see something from a different perspective. So externally it may look like there's not an awful lot going on, you know, the situations aren't moving forward, but internally there is a kind of a maybe waiting to see how the situation changes, how things play out, or as I say, this is just a kind of trying to see something from a different point of view. Pisces is also representative, Hangman is also representative of Piscean energy. So there may be a Pisces involved in the situation somewhere. And how you actually see the situation then on this side of the board is we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So this seems to be some sort of new offer. Pentacles is the material realm. It refers to real things, things that you can see, touch, taste and smell. So this is an opportunity of some description for long-term growth, material stability. So this could be resources, it could be a relationship, it could be a job, but there is something possibly that's being offered to you, or you see this situation as an opportunity for a new beginning to start working towards some kind of a long-term material stability. Okay. Emotionally then, the reaction to this is the King of Cups. So this is a really beautiful, Cups is, as I said, Cups is the emotional energy. At the King of Cups, there is a real feeling of understanding our emotions, being able to control our emotions, and being able to control and direct and really understand. And there is a feeling of emotional stability here. When not used very well, this could be talking about a level of emotional control possibly. So with this this need for perspective, this sort of hanged man kind of, being in stasis and the situation not really going anywhere, possibly trying to keep everything still and static and not moving forward, there may be some form of possibly of some level of emotional control here for good reason possibly. And what you're thinking about is reciprocation. So what you're thinking about is what you give and what other people give. Is what you give, do other people also give equally? Is there an equal give and take within this connection, within this relationship, within this situation? Are others giving as fully as you are? Or for some of you with this Six of Pentacles, this could be talking about an act of some kind of charity, some kind of compassion, where you may be thinking about giving to other people who are a little bit less fortunate than you are. Okay, so the other person, how you see this other person in this situation, we've got the Two of Swords. So in this situation, you see them as sitting still, trying to make a decision about something. So there is some kind of choice or decision that the other person needs to make that you feel. So you see them as the choice maker or sitting. At the Ace of Swords, we are trying to understand what the truth of the situation is. She's trying to decide between these two swords. They both can't be right. What is the truth in the situation? And when we understand the truth, we can make a decision or a choice. So that is how you see this other person. The action card, what it is we plan on doing, what we're going to take, is the Seven of Swords, but I'm going to come back to that. We'll have a look at the other person first, and then we'll have a look at this. This talks about strategy and planning, but we'll also get some clarifiers for it shortly. Okay, so on the other side of the board then, we've got the underlying energy for this person is the Ten of Wands. And at the Ten of Wands, there is a feeling of just feeling absolutely exhausted with something. The feeling is if you're carrying too much, and just, being energetically feeling really depleted. You've had enough of the situation. You need to start thinning things out, reducing how much action you're taking towards something. The Ten of Wands is feeling overburdened and understanding that there are some of these burdens, they need to be laid down because you can't continue as you are. You can't perform effectively. You can't see where you're going. I mean, look, it's completely blocking his view. So Page of Pentacles. So this other person is coming from a place of just, I really can't continue with this any longer. I need to start putting some of these things down. Their view of the situation is they feel a little bit trapped. They feel stuck. So that's interesting. So I think the situation is not moving forward at all, because we've got the Hanged Man here, and then we've got the Eight of Swords, and there is a kind of a Two of Swords projection here as well. So this other person is feeling a bit stuck. The Eight of Swords talks about feeling trapped and not knowing how to get out or how to exit a situation. It is a perception of being trapped, though. If this person is able to take off this blindfold, they would see that there is an easy exit out of the situation, but because they're blindfolded, their arms are tied, the perception of the situation is one of feeling trapped. So at the Eight of Swords, you feel as if there isn't a maneuver that you can make. Interestingly, we've got the Six of Pentacles here. The Six of Pentacles showed up here in the action card, in the mind card. So reaction to the situation is the Six of Pentacles. Reaction for this person is the Six of Pentacles. So this is kind of looking at the reciprocity of the situation again. If they're feeling overburdened and they're feeling stuck because they're overburdened and they don't feel as if they can kind of get out of the situation. Their reaction then is to have a look and see what everybody else is what everybody else is contributing. Is this, can they go somewhere else and get help? Can they give help to other people? Is there aid coming in from elsewhere? Is, you know, is it, are they overgiving and other people undergiving? What is the reciprocity of this situation? So that is their immediate reaction to this. They feel stuck and they feel overburdened. What are other people contributing to this situation? Is there any help that they can get from these other people? Mentally, this person is thinking Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment with other people. At the Nine of Cups, we're fulfilling ourselves. At the Ten of Cups, this talks about the emotional fulfillment that we get from being in a group, in a family, you know, with other people. So I feel then that this, whatever this situation is, that this person is feeling overburdened, feeling trapped. Possibly, you know, they're looking to see where other people are giving. Is this an equal and balanced give and take in this connection, in this situation? Their mind is going to what it is that actually makes them emotionally satisfied, emotionally happy. So I think this situation is making them think about emotional contentment somehow. Is this connection, is this situation kind of living up to what they would want emotionally? What sort of emotional satisfaction they would want? How they see the other person is the Tower. This is Major Arcana. The Tower talks about unexpected events. So this person could possibly see the other person as maybe being a little bit unstable. They could see them as, with the Tower talks about bringing... The Tower essentially comes through when there are changes in our life that we need to make that we haven't made. The Tower comes through to clear away the structures and the pillars in our life, the foundations in our life that we've built for ourselves, but we've outgrown. So these are things that are kind of holding us back, they're stopping us from growing. And if there are changes in our life that we need to make, if we're a little bit sort of stuck and a little bit stagnant, and we know that we need to make changes, or we feel that we need to make changes but we don't, then eventually the universe sends the Tower in and says, look, you know, you're not going to make the change, I'm going to do this for you. But this Tower is often unexpected. It can be a surprise or shocking depending on the level of change that it brings with it. So if this person is viewing you or is viewing the other person as the Tower, this could be somebody who's, you know, quite revolutionary, is a liberator maybe, or possibly somebody who is a little bit kind of zany, a little bit wild, you know, maybe a little bit of a bull in a china shop, may cause a little bit of chaos and destruction as they come through. Take that however it resonates. If it's talking about you, Cancer. So let's have a look then. So this person then is feeling overburdened. Mentally they feel trapped. The reaction is to think about, it's the reciprocation. Is everything balanced in this situation? And they're really kind of thinking about their long-term emotional contentment and fulfillment. They see the other person in this possibly as a little bit unstable, maybe a little bit of a rebel, a bit of a reformer possibly. It's somebody that comes along and kind of breaks up foundations, in a way to liberate, but it can also, obviously, the Tower, it can cause a little bit of chaos as it's going on. The other person is sort of sitting in this not trying to get a greater understanding of the situation, but doesn't seem to be externally, there doesn't seem to be an awful lot going on. They see this situation as a new opportunity for growth. Emotionally, there is a level of emotional control here, emotional contentment, emotional maturity, and they are thinking about reciprocation, which I think is probably good. If you guys are thinking about the reciprocation and the other person's reaction is to wonder about the reciprocation, I think that is something, there is a service here that one of you can provide for the other. It's probable that you can see that this person then is overburdened, they feel trapped, and I think this is one side thinking about offering assistance or help or possibly some form of charity to the other. But you're a little bit kind of, you're not too sure about doing it, because you're projecting this choice onto the other person. Maybe that you are waiting for the other person to make a choice, which is why you're static, to understand the truth of a situation and make a choice, make a decision. The other person, as I say, the other person in this situation may view you possibly as a little bit of a rebellious reformer, avant-garde nature, so they may see you possibly as a little bit unstable in the nicest possible way, obviously, Cancer. So what you guys are planning to do, one is the Seven of Swords and the other is the Seven of Pentacles, interestingly. So the Seven of Swords, the swords is the mind of the suit, suit of the mind. So this talks about planning, strategy. And the Seven of Pentacles talks about a review. So this, with this person here, we've got the 6. At the 6, it talks about reciprocation, equal give and take. At the Seven of Pentacles, we're having a look, we're reviewing the harvest, we're reviewing what our efforts have given us back. You know, he's invested these 6 and he's got this 1 pentacle back. What does he want to do with this pentacle? Does he want to reinvest it into this, or does he want to go somewhere else with it? So this is a review of the sort of the harvest, what you've, you know, kind of reap what you sow. This is a review of what's come back to you for your input. So one person is going to be reviewing and the other person is going to be coming up with a plan or a strategy. So let's get these others. So we've got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands on one side. Oops, that's not that one. And then for this one, we've got Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands. Okay. So, on this side then, this side talks about strategy, as I say, planning. And this has come up, we've got 2 queens here, and the queens are very good at using the suit that they belong to for nurture. So we've got the Queen of Cups, which is the emotional suit, and we've got the Queen of Wands, which talks about action and attraction. So this could be talking about the court cards can be people. So I think if this person's mind is at reciprocation, I think there may well be some sort of plan to how to balance the 2 people, the 2 of you in this connection, the 2 parts, the emotional, how to balance emotion with action, or how to sort of balance and reciprocate between these 2 people. There is some kind of plan and strategy here, possibly for a little bit more of a balance of how to integrate both of these. On the other side, with the Seven of Pentacles, as I say, this talks about a review of what we're getting back from the materials and the resources that we've invested. What's the return on our investment? And with this, we've got the Ace of Wands, excuse me, which talks about a new beginning energetically, which is good. I mean, guys, because we've got this 10. This 10 is just being completely done and dusted. This is just absolutely, I've had enough. After the 10 comes the ace. So this is a way of kind of, there's a review then of, you know, what do you want to put your energy towards. There is a new beginning. They're going to be putting that energy towards something new. The Ace of Wands is a spark of interest. This is something that really interests you. This is something that inspires you to take action. So this is taking action towards something that kind of piques your interest and floats your boat. And with it, we've got the Page of Wands. So this is this person actually picking up this new spark, this new thing that they're interested in. This could be a creative project, it could be a romantic partner, but this is just something new to put their action towards. And with the Page of Wands, this is them actually sort of picking it up and engaging with it, looking at it. There may be some small action towards this, but it is action nevertheless. There is certainly a level, however small, there is a level of engagement with this. So guys, I'm going to leave that there for you. I hope you've got something from this. If you did, please do click like. Helps me understand that the content I'm uploading is relevant to you, helps the channel to grow. I do upload different formats and themes of readings, so if you'd like to check those out, click subscribe and you'll be notified when new ones come up. Thank you very much for watching today, Cancer. I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Bye bye.